Ugh, that's a load off my mind. I've been needing that since Times Square. And I don't even want to think about how badly I need this shower. Oh, that's, well, at least we have two. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. Ugh. I really needed that shower. That slime got everywhere. In every crack. Ooh. Hello again. Pin-up calendar of doom. Circa 1975, while surveying the contents of 17 crates of old stock photographs he'd bought as a lot at an auction, calendar publisher Werner Gishman came across a treasure trove of photos, a 20-year collection of ravishing pin-ups of parade queens from New York Thanksgiving Parade. Gishman recognized the gold mine he'd stumbled upon. A nostalgic pin-up craze was sweeping a nation in '75, and he rushed to print a collection as a 16-month calendar. What Gishman didn't know was that the photos, when arranged in a certain order, deciphered a code that points toward the true origin of the devil, an origin that, as it turns out, is far less impressive than most people think. Forsworn to protect this secret for untold generations, dark cultist sect, the Vigilant Legion of the Black Pit, realized the calendar had reached store shelves too late to stop it. In a last-ditch effort to keep the code secure, the Vigilant Legion cast a spell over all the crates of calendars so that the pages would flip and switch constantly. As it turned out, nobody was really interested in parade queens from the 50s and 60s, and the calendar sold less than a dozen copies. The Vigilant Legion bought up most of them, and Gishman gave the rest to friends and family at Christmas. Embarrassed by their alacrity, the Vigilant Legion of the Black Pit murdered them all anyway, just to be thorough. I like this calendar. I wonder if I could use one of the spare fire hoses. Or maybe Dr. Spangler's tub of ectoplasm. Hehe. Hey, maybe it's like aqueous film forming foam and you need to use ectoplasm to wash off other ectoplasm.
Hello, Ghostbusters.
So that's where we put it. Seed of Vapors Foul, circa 1957. Originally owned by self-proclaimed wizard and prankster Franklin Laffy Worst. Worst felt that the famous whoopee cushion gag, while amusing, needed an update. He supposedly summoned a sub-demon and bound it to the chair, then invited obnoxious dinner guests to have a seat, to their eventual horror and embarrassment. Worst was shot and killed by a particularly temperamental victim.
I don't think so. No, it didn't just stop working, and it doesn't just need toner. It literally exploded.
Huh?
After it screamed obscenities at me.
Huh.
No, I don't think the nature of our business has anything at all to do with whether or not you honor your
Looks like
product's
they
warranty.
pulled the slime from the packs. Wonder if we're getting more upgrades.
So what you're telling me is that none of your other copiers that you've sold throughout the entire world have screamed and exploded before breaking down? Uh-huh. Sir, I have to tell you, I find that very hard to believe.
Jerk.
They are willing to believe you.
Yeah, there's where
But
we
I
hung it.
wasn't born yesterday. No.
I like these.
Goodbye.
They're like those holographic pictures you find in the bargain bin. Portrait of Eleanor Twitty. Circa 1923, Eleanor Twitty, head of the New York Public Library's Special Collections, was murdered by her lover, philologist Edmund Hoover, when she denied him further access to special collections. Hoover was later revealed as an incorrigible serial killer and was executed by the state. Twitty is memorialized as a dedicated librarian that gave her life protecting the books she so dearly loved. And we really needed that chair. It's kind of plain without it. Featherwell's stocking chair. Circa 1976, Nate Featherwell, aspiring ventriloquist, had big dreams but not much talent. He spent his life savings on a charm from a voodoo priestess. When used correctly, the spell would bring wood to life. Nate hoped to use it to charm his dummy, Smuggy, but accidentally worked his spell on a chair he sat on instead. The chair, alive but ignored, grew jealous of the attention Featherwell lavished on the inanimate Smuggy, and did away with them both in a rage-fueled wood chipper accident. The chair slipped away unnoticed and remains at large to this day. Now where'd that rug go? That'd really bring the room together. Hey Viggs, how's it hanging?
Your zipper is down.
Huh? You can't see my junk yet. Hey, no it isn't. Jerk. Why do all these ghosts have to be jerks? Now where did we put that rug?
Ghostbusters. No. Okay. So cancel next Thursday then. But I ordered 7 cases of holy water, and you sent an additional 7 cases of what is this stuff? Dragon blood? Please. This is one
Is
of
that
those
what
bait
they're
and
calling
switch
it these
jobs,
days?
isn't it? Listen, seriously, this is not the company you want to toy with, sir. Ghosts can be introduced into an environment just as easily as they can be extracted. And we just
Where
got in
can
a
I
couple
put it?
of, let's see here, large Taiwanese terror demons. And
Oh,
What?
hey, we got more messages.
keep the dragon blood free of charge. It's a gift. That's very nice of you
You have
to do that.
13 new
All right.
messages.
Ooh boy.
Thank you so much for calling.
Well, you dodged the bullet this time. Not bad. Not good either, mind you.
Would our containment units be able to hold this guy by any chance? I'd like that.
You have 12 new messages.
Yeah, the lady down the hall is having trouble with some sort of poltergeist. It keeps taking pictures of her coming out of the shower and mailing them to me. This needs to stop. Seriously, by the end of the month. 3 months to a year at the absolute latest.
I fail to see what his issue is.
You have 11 new messages.
Hello? I'm gonna need you to come and remove the ghost of my husband in about 20 minutes if he doesn't haul his lumpy keister off the couch. He'll be easy to recognize. It's the fat, lazy ghost that's not cutting the grass for the 3rd weekend in a row. Shut up! Oh, and he's gonna have a table lamp sticking out of his head.
It may be prudent to include in the advertisements that we do not do preventative work.
You have 10 new messages.
This is Mr. Schlechter at the public library.
Schlechter.
Who do we contact to remove the black goo from all over our break room?
Oh yeah,
Please get back to us soon. It seems to be talking to us, and we think it's stealing money from the vending machines.
Yeah, it'll do that.
Also, Mr. Stan still has a number of books checked out that are overdue. The current fine is $417.42.
Crap.
Please, we just want them back.
Deleted.
You have 9 new messages.
Hey guys! I was there in front of the library when you went in. Did you see me? I was waving at you. Did you see me waving, bro? I was wearing a sweet blue sweater. Did you guys see a guy in a blue sweater waving?
Nope.
That was me waving.
How about you,
guys
Winston?
Are awesome, wicked awesome.
Nope.
See you again soon.
Okay.
We're an awesome team.
Reminds me of all those Johnny Depp fangirls. Well, I like to think of myself
You
more as
have
a Tom
8
Selleck
new
heartthrob.
messages.
So, I'm a little short on funds, but I definitely got ghosts. You got some kind of home kit or something I could buy? Like some sort of sticky paper to lay down?
Do we have anything like that? I don't think we have anything like that. We don't have anything like that.
You have 7 new messages.
Hi, this is Evan Dumas. I'm the general manager over here at the Sultan Suites, right down the street from the Sedgwick Hotel. We just want to thank you, gents, for your work over there. You guys must have done a real number on them. Our business has quadrupled overnight. Listen, come on over sometime for dinner and drinks on the house. And go ahead and leave your backpacks of destruction at home, though, okay?
That's real nice of him and all, but I don't think I trust drinks from a mouth breather.
You have 6 new messages.
Dr. Spangler, this is James from We
boss,
Ship It.
this
Listen, you
one's
gotta
for
come
you.
down and pick up this package of Carpathian Dunbach mold we've been holding for you. It started to spread. It's taken over half the loading docks, and I think it's singing.
Huh? Well, I suppose it's better than whispering about my imminent demise. I'll call it an upgrade.
You have 5 new messages.
Hi, this is Ed again.
Hey, it's Ed again.
I haven't heard back from you, so I thought I'd just check in. Hello? Alright, well, since I last called, I made my own I made my own proton pack out of some car batteries and wires.
Huh?
I didn't catch any ghosts with it, but I don't need to be worried about those pesky gophers in my garden anymore. I have pictures if you want me to send them. Alright, get back to me.
Silly Ed. That's not how proton packs work.
You have 4 new messages.
Yeah, Eddie Dyson. I'm the super over at 1412 Lex. I got a toilet screaming in 9B, belching sofa in 9A, teddy bear with turrets in 11E, and let me see, chairs moving around in 12C. You got a bulk rate?
I don't know. Do we? I suppose we're busy right now anyway.
You have 3 new messages.
Yeah, Dr. Venkman.
Is that?
About that sum you still owe.
It is. It's Jimmy.
It is sad when your pony doesn't run. Believe me, I know.
Now the legs.
Still, unlike the horse in question, you have such a wonderful pair of functioning legs. Walk. They're great. It ain't for anything
Sudden or blunt to happen to them.
The clock is ticking, Dr. Venkman. And you ain't exactly incognito these days.
Jimmy. I used to work with that guy. He's really reliable, always got the job
You
done.
have 2 new messages.
Hello. There's blood dripping from my fireplace since,
Ew.
I don't know, last Christmas.
What?
If you aren't available before the holidays, can you recommend a good chimney sweep?
Well, this is the holiday season. I don't know what this lady expects. I mean, I'll sweep her chimney, but
You
it'll have to be overtime.
1 new messages.
Help! There's a man. He's gonna jump from the ledge. I called the fire department. You guys should really get here fast in case they don't make it in time.
I was gonna say he called the wrong number, but judging from the end of that, we might have a job to do.
You have no new messages.
Music to my ears.
Well, you dodged the bullet this time.
Okay, never mind.
Not bad. Not good either, mind you.
Aw, he's all tuckered out. Maybe once I finally get a shower. Just like Mother used to make. Seems to be holding up. Yeah, couldn't stand up against a rookie, could ya? Azadlor the Destroyer, Class 6 Elevated Remnant. Azadlor, Keeper of Knowledge, was once a powerful leader in Shandor's cult of Gozer, and, as a reward for a lifetime of service, was given eternal life as a transformed demigod in the twisted ghost world plane. Now, golem-like, he clothes himself in a dense skin of environmental debris that, with the addition of his massive reserves of PK energy, makes him a devastating and dangerous opponent. Book bat, Class 1 inhabiting swarmer. It's a book, but it acts like a bat. They can be very dangerous when flocking in swarms. These bat-like minion spirits have been forced into the mortal plane where they animate books and tomes. Book bats often travel in swarms and are very territorial, attacking when disturbed. Under some circumstances, these Class 1 entities can be coerced or controlled by more powerful entities. Book Centurion, Class 6 armored composite. It's not known if the attraction is the books or the actual stored knowledge, but these Class 6 entities favor the same book and scroll-filled locations that paper constructs are drawn to. Book Centurions are composed of PKE-bonded books and papers, with a higher book concentration. Most notably, however, Book Centurions carry a distinctive shield, a concentrated PKE barrier that blocks most directed energy attacks. Fortunately, the capture stream can still indirectly attack and can be used to tear the shield from the Centurion's hand. Book Golem, Class 6 Bidimensional Attractor. Golems can bend objects to their will, manipulating them to form portions of their own physically manifested form. PK energy greatly enhances the golem's ability to reconstitute damaged or destroyed portions of its body. This golem was formed from overly energetic PKE charged books in the public library. Coal Golem, Class 6 Bidimensional Attractor. Golems can bend objects to their will, manipulating them to form portions of their own physically manifested form. PK energy greatly grants the golem the ability to reconstitute damaged or destroyed portions of its body. This golem was formed from PKE charged coal in the NYC Public Library's furnace room. What's so scary about a pile of coal? Nothing until it balls up a massive fist and smacks you with it. Cruster, Class 5 Telekinetic Animator. These animator ghosts never walked the earth as humans. They are ectoplasmic entities that came through the interdimensional tears to our world. These creatures seem to personify sloth and, unlike most ghosts, these Class 5 entities don't seem to operate alone. They almost always seem to be accompanied by another of their kind. Crusto, Class 5 Telekinetic Animator. Cultist, Class 3 Elevated Remnant. Shander's horde of Gozer worshippers are drawn from around the world. Shander cultivated his minions carefully, drawing followers both from the world's most affluent quarters and from the halls of intelligentsia. He promised them all stations of power and glory in the new post-Gozer millennia, while secretly binding them to his own service in life and afterwards. Though fairly powerful entities, these cultists seem to be subservient to other, more powerful creatures. Librarian Ghost, Class 4 Semi-Anchored Entity. Dr. Eleanor Twitty was the head librarian of the New York Public Library, an overseer of its collection of ancient artifacts, stone tablets, and thought-forgotten parchments. In March 1924, Dr. Twitty went missing. The New York Police Department made every effort to find her, including repeated room-to-room searches of the underground library stacks where she was last seen, but she was never found. Alive, that is. Now she wanders the stacks of the New York City Public Library, still organizing books and keeping louder library patrons shushed with a bony finger to the lips. By most appearances, she is still the same quaint and genteel-looking woman she was in life. Aggravate her, however, and she will transform into a rage-filled horror, and heaven help you if you have any overdue books. Paper Construct, Class 6 Transformed Composite. Drawn inexplicably to old libraries and archives, these malicious apparitions have been known to clothe their insubstantial forms with paper, books, tomes, parchments, and even ancient scrolls in order to manifest in and interact with the mortal world. Paper constructs seem to be lesser manifestations that are controlled by more powerful entities. If only print was dead. I wonder if I get a raise for catching or neutralizing enough. Or maybe a sticker. I'd like that. Yeah, that's where they put that. Convenient. Reluctant reading lamp. Circa 1959, celebrated novelist Arthur Houston conceived and conducted research for his new books at this library table, under this lamp, for over 30 years. Severe writer's block gripped him in his 60s and wouldn't let go. Houston's psychic frustration channeled to the lamp and resides there now, refusing to let anyone read under its light. Danger. May promote epilepsy. Oh well. I wonder what Dr. Spengler's got up his sleeve. Blast stream recoil decrease. Increasing the pack's number of nucleon jackets, as well as adding a second proton buffer, reduces the proton stream's negative energy kickback, allowing the user to move more quickly while firing his weapons. Note: smoking emitter coils are considered normal and should not cause undue concern. Slime blower force increase. Channeling a low-level stream from the pack's proton emitters directly into the plasm containment vessel has nearly tripled the ectoplasm's replication rate, providing the slime blower with a range and damage increase. Take note that the impressive amount of pressure exerted by the superagitated ectoplasm will most likely not result in a plasm tank rupture. Reduce slime consumption. A more energetic ectoplasm growth medium has been developed. Initially discovered among Dr. Spengler's collection of spores, molds, and fungus, the addition of this growth medium to the proton pack's plasm tank causes the ectoplasm to replicate more vigorously, which greatly increases the slime's replication rate. This allows the slime blower to be fired for longer periods before emptying the tank and forcing a shutdown until ectoplasm again replicates to usable levels. It has been reported that this new growth medium does, on rare occasions, restore some of the slime's previous emotive characteristics, so it is highly encouraged to put the slime blower away when entering areas where punk, heavy metal, or hip-hop music is being played very loudly. Slime tether duration boost. Increasing the rotation speed of the slime tether's emitter spinnerets substantially increases the ectoplasm strand cohesion, which results in longer-lasting slime tethers. It should be noted that on rare occasions a mini-strand launched by a spinneret misfire has been known to suddenly, and inappropriately, tether a Ghostbusters' legs together. Stride accordingly. Shock blast heat reduction. It has been found that adding a positive graviton filter to the shock blast condenser ring decreases the heat cost for each generated pulse of high-density stripped dark matter particles. This reduces the heating cost of each blast, allowing the device to be fired more before risking overheating. Because the glare from the graviton filter's vent array can cause temporary blindness, please refrain from looking directly down into the neutrino wand when a blast is triggered. Stasis stream amplifier. Oscillating the stasis stream's particle flow at precisely 3.14159 GHz has substantially amplified the order-reversing particle's hypobonding capacity, leading to an increased enemy immobilization speed. To pre-answer a commonly asked question, being exposed to these order-reversing particles affects the user's gender in no discernible way. Stasis stream heat reduction. Adding a secondary particle inhibitor to the device's accumulator core decreases the stasis stream's heat accumulation rate, allowing the device to be fired for much longer periods before risking an automatic overheating shutdown. Please note that the OR particle backflow can result in numb fingers and hands. Also, avoid undue wand contact or risk experiencing fleeting feelings of ennui, angst, and boredom-laced paranoia. Neat.
Well, it's a great read, but nothing about that.
I know that symbol.
How?
It shows up sometimes in Sumerian ritual magic. There's a statue on loan at the museum that features it.
What does it represent?
Just a symbol. Signifies a path to obtain great power. Most of my colleagues assume it's an old constellation.
No constellation I ever saw. And I used to tell fortunes on Coney Island.
Is that right? Did you wear a turban?
No, man. A red velvet cape with moons. It was plush.
Get this. The codex does indicate there is some kind of feeder system required to channel energy to a destructor form.
A destructor form? Like Stay Puft?
It's entirely possible that system and this pattern are connected.
It's possible.
Wait, you said the Gozerian statuary at the museum is on loan. From whom?
Ivo Shandor, the architect. Well, the Shandor Foundation. They control Shandor's remaining estate and holdings. Ivo is a big collector of Gozerian artifacts.
By Ivo Shandor the architect, you mean Ivo Shandor the genocidal maniac, right?
That's what I was researching when Gozer attacked me. Shandor's architecture firm was involved in a number of projects around town in the late early 1900s.
Including Dana Barrett's old building on Central Park West.
You mean the one with the extra-dimensional antenna that drew Gozer to our world so he could attempt to destroy it? Had a nice view of the park, though.
Yes, but he also did some renovations on existing buildings and a number of public works. There was controversy, because a lot of people thought the work was unnecessary.
Let me guess. He did some renovations on the public library building on Fifth.
Right, and the Museum of Natural History.
Recent visitations, specific localized paranormal activity, singing Vikings.
They're all connected to Shandor and this pattern.
We should warn the mayor.
I don't know, he's likely to just sick Peck on us even more.
You should get a closer look at the museum.
Well, the mayor's gonna be at the museum for the exhibitioning opening gala tonight. It's where I need to be too.
Ilissa, you sure make work fun for me. Is business casual okay? I don't have a tux.
Are you kidding? He doesn't want you guys within 3 city blocks of the museum tonight. He thinks you make his campaign contributors nervous. Besides, that Peck guy will be at the party too.
Okay, Egon will stay here and finish analyzing the data from the library. The rest of us will go in by the service entrance of the museum and lay low. Peter can attend the party as Alyssa's guest and stay in plain sight of Peck.
And that frees us up to check out the rest of the building.
I love this plan. It's just dull enough to work. Il, I'm gonna bring you a corsage.
Egon, our new boss, called again?
Please don't call him that. Just Peck. That's bad enough.
Yeah.
Peck called again? He's not happy.
I'm sure.
He says that if you guys fire just one more unauthorized proton stream, he'll shut us down for good.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Phenomena. 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 Hey guys. So have any of you seen where that... Hey, there it is. Who put it here? Ali al-Bulu's irksome rug. Circa 1256, antique carpet imbued with the power of flight by minor Persian magus Ali al-Bulu. On its maiden flight around his palace, the rug dipped erratically, and the corpulent al-Bulu tumbled off while more than 90 feet in the air. He died instantly on impact. Maybe I should get a proper table first. Hey guys, so, what's up?